I'm Terry, and this is the Yarnjoy podcast, episode number 237. Welcome. Let's just get started and we'll have a chat, okay? Okay, so this will be the last Yarnjoy podcast episode for the year 2021. New Year's Eve is tomorrow, and so New Year's Day will be, January 1st is Saturday, so this will be the last one for the year. Not last video though, because I'm making another one tomorrow. But anyway, I have one finished object that I can talk about. This is something that I made for Christmas, as a Christmas gift for my son, and I made it a little while ago, but I couldn't show it on here because he does watch my videos, and so I wanted to make sure that he got it before I talked about it. But I did take a picture, okay? So I jumped on the Gnome bandwagon, and I made I saw this pattern for this gnome, and I thought it was so cute, and I knew that my son would get a kick out of it because he is a big Lord of the Rings fan, and so I had to make this for him. So here is the picture of the gnome that I made for him for Christmas. Okay, so yes, that is, if you don't know who that is a wizard gnome, but my idea was that it was going to be Gandalf, okay, from Lord of the Rings, and it was funny because when he unwrapped it, and I watched him as he pulled it out of the bag, and he kind of looked at it, and he thought it was cool looking, you know, and then I said, oh, well, you'll have to find a, some sort of stick, with a weird top on it or whatever that he can use as a staff, and or walking stick. And when I said that, then he was like, oh, it's Gandalf. And I said, yeah, it's supposed to be Gandalf. But like I said, I didn't have the stick for his staff, and so I just told him he needed to find a stick that was crooked, that had a weird top or whatever, so he could use it. Then we could attach it to the hand. Anyway, he liked it, I thought, and I enjoyed making it. I really think the nose was a little bit small. I think if I would have done it again, I would have made the nose maybe a few more, I think possibly it was maybe 8 stitches around as far as the biggest stitch count for the nose, and I think maybe I would have increased it to maybe like 10, or if it was, I don't think it was 6, I think it was 8, but I think I would have increased it, like maybe started with 5 and then increased it to make it 10. It just seems like the nose was a little bit small for the size of the body. But anyway, I think it turned out cute. Now, that is a free pattern. I will link it below in the description box. I want to say it's like Winding Road Crochet, but I'm not positive because that could be totally wrong. But I will link it down below. She has several, I assume it's a she, I don't know. But that website has several gnome patterns of all kinds, some really cute ones. So, check it out if you're in the market for making a gnome. Okay, so that is all the thing. I'm looking at my notes here. That's why I keep glancing down. There's not much to look at, though. I don't have much on it. See? Not much. But anyway, that's all my finished objects. I think, yeah, it was just what I had made for Christmas. Yeah. That was it. So on to my works in progress. Okay, so I am working on the Winnie the Pooh blanket. If you have been following me, then you know that before Christmas, well, actually maybe I started it before Vlogmas, and then I got so busy with the Vlogmas projects that I hadn't worked on the Pooh blanket in quite a while. And it's going to be for a baby gift. It's the same blanket, I'm using the same chart and blanket or pattern that I did another Pooh blanket for another baby gift, but this one I'm doing differently. The first one I did, it's a corner to corner project. The first one I did it with just standard corner to corner using double crochets in the standard size, and it turned out pretty large. I mean, it was good. It was a good size, but not for a small baby. I mean, it was more like it'd be good for like a toddler size for during that. And so I decided that I would do the chart again, but this time I decided I'd change up the stitches, and instead of doing the regular corner to corner stitch, well, I'm doing that, but it's what you call the mini corner to corner, and I have a tutorial that I did for both right and left-handed versions teaching how to do it, the mini corner to corner, and so I will link those below in the description box as well. But anyway, so I decided to do that. I'm using DK weight yarn. The yarn I'm using is Premier DK, and I'm really liking it. It's soft. If you're familiar with corner to corner Grafgans, well, they soften up. Just about anything softens up when you wash it, but it just seems like the other, when you use worsted weight and the kind of the standard, I guess, they kind of are on the stiffer, firmer side. And since I'm using the DK, this Premier DK, I really like it. It's just seems like it just feels softer, and it being the mini corner to corner, I think the image is coming out sharper than when I did it with the other. Plus, it's quite a bit smaller. So before I keep going on about it, let me I'll pop a picture in. Here is a picture of what the blanket's going to look like, okay? Okay, and so here is a picture of my progress on the one that I'm working on. Now, the image, I believe it's because on the one I showed you, I believe the butterfly is on the left-hand side, which is the front side of Pooh that's on the left-hand side of the blanket, I think, when you're looking at the picture. Well, as you see in my picture, it's on the right-hand side because I had just flipped it, because when you do turn corner to corner, you turn each time, and so it is a double-sided image. Though the front will be the same as the back. I mean, you can do it either direction. It's just that's why mine, it shows the butterfly on the other side, because I had just flipped it to go the other direction. Anyway, here is my progress on it. Okay, so I put in a picture. As you can see, there's lots of bobbins. I don't know if I cropped out the bobbins. I think you can see some of them, but there's lots of bobbins still connected to the image, and so it was easier for me to lay it out on my table and then take a picture of it without trying to hold it up, because I have all these strings connected to it. But anyway, I've not quite gotten to the one from one side of the chart to the other, which, well, it actually is a rectangle, so that wouldn't be the halfway mark. But anyway, I'm not quite there, even there yet. And so okay, so the reason I jumped back on it right quick is because now the baby is not due until Valentine's Day, okay? But this past Sunday, I got an invitation to a baby shower for her, okay, on January 15th, which is a month before her due date. And so January 15th is like just a little bit over 2 weeks from now. And so it's like, oh no. And so I'm going to try to zoom through that. I'm thinking that I will be kind of a monogamous crocheter for the next few weeks, except for working on a couple like my Stitch Year Library project and things that I have to work on. But I really want to get that done. And if you remember when I did the Pooh blanket before, I made a stuffed Eeyore, and it was the classic Eeyore, and I think I may do that pattern again because it's really cute. Because the nursery theme, well, I have different options though. Okay, so look, I'll get your opinion, okay? So the nursery theme is the classic Pooh, not the Disney Pooh. You know, the classic from the story, okay? And that's what that blanket was. The one I'm doing, that's that image, okay? So the last time I did that, I made a stuffed Eeyore to go along with the blanket, and it is the classic one, and I still have the pattern for that. It's a free pattern, and I will pop in a picture right here of the one I did previously. It'd look like that one. Okay, so that one is really cute. It works up pretty fast. I think I can do that one pretty quickly. You know, I would like to be able to do it, to give it to her along with the blanket. I'd like to do that, but I have more than one option, because I have this. Now, it's like a vintage pattern, and I got it from a friend of mine who, it belonged to her grandmother who passed away, that crocheted. You probably remember that I had gotten a lot of yarn from my friend's grandmother, you know, that when they gave, not from the grandmother, but, you know, it belonged to her, but when they were going through the grandmother's things, you know, after she had passed away, there was nobody else that crocheted in the family, and so, but my friend knew that I did, and so she offered all the yarn to me. Well, not, yeah, well, pretty good amount. And so I said sure. And so there was also some patterns in there, and this was one of the patterns that was in there. And it's a vintage Leisure Arts. Well, I would say it's vintage. Seemed like I looked it up. It's in here somewhere, because this is just a copy of the original pattern. My friend wanted to keep the actual copy. It says 1980, although to me it looks like something more from the earlier 70s. But anyway, she had just made a copy of it because this dog right there, she remembers her grandmother making that for them, and in fact there was one in her belongings that was almost put together, and I finished it for her and gave it to her, and so she wanted to keep the original of the pattern, and so she just made a copy of it for me, okay, to give to me. Well, if you look at the other animals right here, you see that? It's a kangaroo, a mother kangaroo, and it's got the baby. I don't know if I'm pointing at the right place, but it's got the baby in the little pocket there. And I hope there wasn't a glare on that. But anyway, it's so cute. And I was thinking, oh, it's Kanga and Roo. Wouldn't that be cute? But then I thought, well, mother and baby, and the baby is going to be a boy. And so I was thinking, well, I don't know if I should do that or just stick with the Eeyore. Make the Eeyore. It would probably be faster because it's smaller. I'm not really sure how big that would turn out to be, that pattern. I haven't looked at it that close. I think it would be bigger. But anyway, so I had that option. I have the Eeyore, the one that I had made before. I just showed you a picture. Okay, but then I just saw a pattern. It's actually, I don't know if it's a tutorial, but it's by Sharon Oyala, and I don't know if she has a tutorial for it or if it's just on her website. But she has a little Winnie the Pooh, okay, but the way she did the colors on it, it looks like the Disney one. But it's about so big. But then she also did a pattern, and this is the part that I don't know if there's a tutorial or it's just the pattern. I can't remember. But it's a hot air balloon, and that Winnie the Pooh sits in that hot air balloon, you know, down in the basket part. But what's super cute is that the basket is a honey pot. Oh, so cute. And it has looks like honey, you know, running down the sides of it. And then Pooh sits in that honey pot, and then the top of it is, you know, the balloon. And it's just so cute. Now, it would be something that you would hang, you know, like from the ceiling or something in the nursery. But it's not the classic version. It's the Disney version. If I see a picture, I'll try to take a picture. I can't remember if there was a picture of it all together, but I'll try to take like a screenshot or something, and if I can figure out how to do that and I've done it, then I'll put it in right here, okay? Okay, so I might have done it or I didn't do it. I'm not sure. I'll try, but I will link it below in the description box. But I think I probably had popped a picture in. Anyway, so I have those options to go along with the blanket. And now I know I'm getting really ambitious because I've only got, you know, well, however many days that is, because today is the 29th, right? No, the 30th. Today's December 30th. The baby shower is January 15th. And the blanket, it's coming out small. It's coming out actually a little bit too small, I think. I don't know. I haven't gotten from one corner to the other corner across to see exactly the width of it. But the way I was going to solve that is I was going to go around it with like a block stitch border that seems to work well with those corner to corners. So I was thinking about doing that to enlarge it and maybe bring in some of the extra colors from the blanket and, you know, have a stripe or two or something, but to enlarge it if I needed to. So I don't know. I don't really know if I'm going to have time to do that. But any of those stuffed toys would be really cute. And then that balloon would be so cute. You know, it would be a decor thing to hang. But I don't know. We'll see what I do. So follow along with me. But I would like your comments below. And what do you think about all those other projects? What do you think about that? I think they're all cute, so I'm having a hard time deciding what to do. But anyway, so that's my works in progress, and it should probably be what I'm going to be working on, like I said, almost monogamously, because it's coming up really quick, and I really want to have it done so then I can have it at the baby shower to give it to her. So anyway, so we'll see. So what else is going on? That's all the works in progress. Let's go to upcomings, I guess. So upcoming this next Wednesday, well, earlier than that, tomorrow, I'm going to have my goals video for the year 2022. Yesterday, I did a 2021 goals review video, and that's posted already on my channel, and I will link it below in the description box. If you haven't checked it out, go check it out and see how I did and how many items I made. I tallied up all the items that I made throughout the year, and so go check that out if you want to see how many things I made. And so tomorrow will be my goals for this upcoming year. I haven't quite got them all written out yet. That's, I guess, what I'll be working on this evening. And so that's tomorrow. And then this upcoming Wednesday will be the Stitch Your Library, and I'm almost I should be finished with that project before then. And so that means that I need to pick out some 3 options of the next Stitch Your Library project, so that way you all could vote on it to let me know what you want me to do for the next one, you know. So be looking for that upcoming. And so that's what I have upcoming, yes. And then also, I can say acquisitions. My father-in-law gave everybody some money for Christmas, and so what I used my money for, some of it, no, all of it, it paid for it, is I bought an iron. I know this is not crochet related, but I'm real excited about it, and I got it just a little bit ago. So here is my iron. Okay, that's the case, and now I'm going to open it up. It is Panasonic, what do they call it? Panasonic 360, I think. Let me get it open. There it goes. 360 cordless iron. I've always wanted a cordless iron. I know that it's not the greatest as far as if you're going to be using it to iron like clothes, like shirts and stuff, where you're ironing big projects, but that is not really what I got it for, okay? So here is what it looks like sitting on the base. It's got a retractable, the cord is in the base and it's retractable. And so I'm really excited. I love the teal color. I got it off of Amazon. I will link it below in the description box if you want to check it out. This one actually says on the side, I don't think you can see it, but it says for quilting. And so this one has got, the ends are a little bit more pointed, I think, as far as opening up seams. But anyway, it's so neat. And the water tank, what's awesome is the water tank pops out, and then you can take this to wherever you're filling it up with, you know, I have reverse osmosis filtered water in the kitchen, and so I can just take this, fill it up, and then pop it back into my iron, and it's good to go. And so what I'm going to be using it for is to press open my seams and things as I'm sewing, because before, I have my ironing board, it's right here, and my sewing machine is back there. Sorry about the mess, so it's still in progress as far as there's work going on in here, reorganizing, so things are kind of out of place. But anyway, when I would sew something, then, because I like to do a lot of patchwork stuff, and so when I sew something, I'd have to get up, walk over here to the ironing board, press that seam open, and then go sit down again and sew a little more, and then get up and go over here and press it again, you know, like that, back and forth. And so I'm gonna have a setup right here next to my sewing machine, and so I'll have this here, and I got a pressing mat, so I can get it, take it off the base, press what I need, and then stick it back on the base, which will hold it. You know, it's the stand for it, but also that's what will heat it, you know, continue to heat it back up again. And I think it's going to work great for that. I looked at a lot of videos, and there was a lot of different quilters and things that said that they really liked it, and it worked good. It worked really well for that sort of project, and that's what I was wanting it for. So I'm excited about getting it. So thank you to my father-in-law for an awesome Christmas present, or the money that and then I ordered it. So I'm excited to try it out, and I will let you know how I like it. So that is. What else? Oh, and then I got this from my son and daughter-in-law. They gave me this crochet kit. I think I've seen them at Walmart. But anyway, it is a stuffed donut. Isn't it cute? And it comes with the stuffing, the yarn, the hook. There's even a hook in there. I believe it's a 4mm hook, it says. So I'm not sure exactly. I haven't even read on here to see how big it's supposed to turn out to be. It doesn't say. But when I make it, I will be showing it to you. I think it's cute. So I got this little kit, and then a few other things. So, but that's kind of the crafty things that I got. So I was wanting to show you and share with you. And then also, update on my room. Like I said, I'm reorganizing in here. My hubby was working in the closet, which is over there, and I will show you. I think I have a before picture of what the inside of the closet was. I think I still have it. So when we finish it, then I'll do like a before picture and then an after picture, I guess, or a tour. I do have a picture of the room. I was standing there in the doorway, looking kind of diagonal into the room before, like right after Christmas, but before I started cleaning the room up. Whoa, it's a nightmare. But I might share that, and then have the after whenever we get finished. Yeah. So right now it had gotten cleaned up, but now it's kind of a mess again because we've kind of taken some things out of the closet. So then he's going to put some other shelves in the closet for me. So that's kind of in progress. But I'm excited about it. I think it's going to be great. And I was able to declutter just a little bit of stuff. I sacked up a pretty big bag of items that I'm going to be donating to a group I'm part of here in San Antonio. And it's on Facebook, but the group is based out of my city. And so it's called Aubrey's Angels Charity Crochet. I think that's what it's called. Yeah. Anyway, I will link that. I'll link to it below in the description box. But anyway, I have a sack of some blankets and things, and I got those gathered together, and I'm going to be donating it. They donate to all different places here in the city. You know, homeless shelters, some of the NICUs, in the not just the NICU, but like the departments, the maternity wards or whatever, you know, in some of the hospitals, some of the cancer treatment centers. So I mean, they collect all kinds of items, and so I have a sack that I'm going to be donating, and that got some stuff out of here also. So anyway, I'm excited about getting things cleared out and ready for the new year. So okay, I'm gonna go. I thought this was gonna be a short video, but here I am just talking away. So everybody have a wonderful day, and we'll see you tomorrow. Come back tomorrow for New Year's Eve, and I will let you know what my goals are for this upcoming year. I hope that there are some of you that are going to be setting goals also, and if you are, you can comment either on this video or tomorrow's video, and comment and tell me what your goals are for this upcoming year. Okay, I'm gonna go. So everybody have a wonderful evening. Come back tomorrow. We'll have another visit. Talk to you later, guys. Bye.